What is going on, squad? We see you guys out there. Oh boy, did some news happen today? Did something happen today? Something go down? Maybe that was of any importance to the San Francisco 49ers. There was. Let's face facts. There was a ton of stuff that came out. I was actually in the middle of doing a live when it did come out. But since I've gotten off live, there has been some more information to come out about the Trey Lance situation. So I did want to cover what we didn't cover earlier on the live and talk about its impact because it is starting to feel like that there is a change coming. Let's recap what we have so far. So far today, we have heard that quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo has suffered what is thought to be more significant injury than the right thumb sprain, per source. Now, if you guys are, I'm sure you guys are all caught up to speed. But on a media call today, we first caught wind of Jimmy Garoppolo potential issue with him not being at practice. So it started with Jimmy Garoppolo not being at practice. Then we knew that Kyle Shanahan was scheduled to have a conference call with the media. And in that conference call is when he had mentioned that Jimmy Garoppolo could be suffering from a strained right thumb, which is on his throwing thumb, and that it happened. There's a video. I did not know there was a video. I did not see it. I would love to see it. Did not know there was a video. But there is reports that now, and since we've gotten off the live earlier, that this could be something that requires surgery. So it's been quite the evolution, right? And how it started. First soft evolution was Jimmy's not at practice. Okay. We knew something was up. Okay, no Jimmy at practice. Then we hear, it's a sprained thumb. Puts questions of doubt into our minds from Kyle Shanahan. Then we hear from, I believe it was Ian Rappaport and or Adam Schefter that initially reported that he has suffered an injury. So it's been quite the evolution today. But as we continue to see it evolve, we've seen it evolve from a sprained thumb into an actual chipped bone and torn ligaments in the right thumb. So today has been crazy. If someone drops the link to the video in the chat, I will show it. I don't know where this video is from and or exists. If you got a link, I'm going to have to screen the link first, so don't try any crazy business. But if someone does send me the link, I will take a look. And if we do find it, why not? But what it has now developed into, Dr. Nirav Pandya, who is he is the 95.7 The Game radio kind of insider in regards to injuries and things like that. He's a well-renowned doctor and things of that nature, and he's been around these types of injuries before. So he says typically these injuries require surgery, and return to play is around 5 to 6 weeks, with over 95% of NFL players returning to play again in the NFL. Usually the ligament UCL pulls off a piece of bone at the time of injury. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. That sounds painful. It sounds like what happened to Jimmy Garoppolo. And again, apparently there's a video floating around, but a ligament has been ripped off his thumb, according to the information provided by Adam Schefter, saying that he has suffered a right UCL tear along with a fracture. So essentially, what Dr. Narav is saying is that when it made the tear, it also broke his thumb, essentially in the process. It doesn't sound like it's like a clean break or anything like that. It sounds like obviously a bone was chipped off in that situation. So it's someone asked, so why continue to play? I don't know. It's an interesting situation. I'm sure there are a lot of questions about it and regarding it. But it sounds like it's going to be something that doesn't heal right away. If this is the case and this is accurate, I know there's a lot of speculation, the timing, the way in which that there clearly was a plan to release this information, and the time they did it and how they did it. I think they did a really good job of doing it. I think in regards to the way the information was delivered, again, no sign, no word of anything until we found out Jimmy Garoppolo wasn't at practice. Then we all start speculating, no Jimmy Garoppolo. Then we hear, we're going to find out from Kyle Shanahan in 20 minutes. Okay. And then Kyle Shanahan lightly indicates that, there could be a hand injury to the thumb. Then right after that, boom, Schefter hit, boom, Ian Rappaport hit, boom, boom, boom. And they just kept on going. So it is what it is. I actually liked it. I didn't mind it. I thought it was well executed. To be perfectly honest, like rather than just to come out with a random Schefter tweet out of nowhere, boom, quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo suffered a right thumb UCL tear along with a fracture. Rather than that being the initial tweet, like just boom right out the gate, I actually thought they handled it pretty well. Now, there is a plan and execution behind it all, but what this really kind of means and feels like is that Jimmy Garoppolo could be done for some time. Again, what we're hearing, that's on the throwing hand. That's on the thumb. You need the thumb to really, the thumb is huge. Like, let's be honest. It's not like I'm telling you something that you guys don't know. The thumb is huge in regards to throwing the football, specifically spinning it, driving the force, and through it, the way you flip your thumb down when you're throwing a football. It makes sense. It's going to be hard to play with that. So it does feel like the Trey Lance era is upon us. And it is feeling like that it's here. And obviously, a lot of people are going to question, the timing of it, how it all happened, all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, the fact of the matter is it doesn't sound like Jimmy Garoppolo is going to return this year, at least in the regular season. So that's huge. So as the 49ers head into a must-win game against the Texans, who just handled the LA Chargers, who are a young, up-and-coming team, good coaching, good talent, good quarterback, Davis Mills and Rex Burkhead demolished the Chargers. And the 49ers now have a situation on their hand where they are going to now most likely start Trey Lance this weekend on Sunday against the Texans. At least this start is coming at home. We understand that Trey Lance started his career on the road at the Cardinals in week 5. So it is going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out because, as we know, there's a game going on right now. Right now, we should all be Dolphins fans. We should all be Dolphins fans. Going, this game's just going into halftime. I think he just missed a kick. He did. Yep, just missed the kick. So the Dolphins are only up right now. Oh, my Wi-Fi's cutting out on me. I apologize for the Wi-Fi issues. Not sure why that's necessarily occurring. Maybe I got too much stuff going on. So hold on. Let me try to get rid of some things here. Okay. So we want the Dolphins to win. The reason why we want the Dolphins to win is because we discussed the tiebreaker scenario. The 49ers have an opportunity to miss the playoffs if the Saints win out, as long as the Philadelphia Eagles win out as well. So if all three of us win out, the Saints, Eagles, and 49ers win out, the 49ers miss the playoffs. So that is why the 49ers need to win out on top of having a Saints loss. But, the Saints are only within a score. It is 10-3. Right now, Dolphins are up. They had an opportunity to put 3 more points on the board, and they missed the kick at the end of half. So it's still a close game, man. It's still a close game. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But as 49er fans, we do want the Saints to take it now. We really do. So in regards to that, we want them to take an L because we want to make the journey a little bit easier, if possible, if it is Trey Lance starting against the Texans, which it appears to be, and then it's likely to be a start against the Rams as well, based on all the information coming out about the injury with Jimmy Garoppolo. It does sound like a multiple week issue. So this could be a potential where we don't see Jim again for the 49ers. And that's kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy. Someone was talking about tin hat theories. You know how we do. I got my tin hat right next to me. I'm not, like, literally, my tinfoil hat is right next to me. It is interesting to note that Ian Rappaport talked about and started to kind of, again, like when reporters start to assess things, like when Ian Rappaport comes out and says, oh, looks like Jimmy Garoppolo suffered a pretty severe injury in the second quarter. Maybe that means that's why he didn't play well in the second half. And it's like, okay, I understand. That's a logical thought process. It's a logical thought process. But it's interesting. It's interesting when national reporters just start to put their opinion on things. Again, him playing well because of the thumb it's a bit of an opinion, right? Because we don't know. We don't know at the end of the day. I'm seeing you guys say Rappaport posted it. So let me see. I'm trying to see if it's on his. Okay, let's see. I'm looking at it right now. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Let's pull it up. Let's look at the injury. So let's take a look. Rappaport posted it. So I'm going to pull it up. Let's take a look at what's going on here. So let me get it queued up, and then we will take a look. So we're going to take a look here. All right. Screen being shared. This is apparently the play where Jimmy Garoppolo chipped his bone on his throwing thumb. So you're going to see right here. Look at that. Ooh, he actually looks like the defender grabbed his hand and ripped it. So again, watch it right here. You see 96 get his hand right there. He's going for the ball, but he does get Jimmy's thumb. So apparently this is it. This is the play. I could see how that would really mess up your thumb. Pretty wild though that he played through that. I don't know. It's interesting because obviously Jimmy, according to the timelines that I've seen from this point, he had already had thrown one interception and the missed throw to Kyle Juszczyk. So it kind of looked like, I don't know. I didn't notice a difference. That's the crazy thing. I didn't notice the difference. I didn't notice the difference in performance pre thumb injury to post thumb injury, which I think is one of the more alarming things of it. But interesting. So that looked brutal. That looked like it hurt. It looked like he got his thumb jacked and tweaked and slammed all in one. So I could absolutely see that was a legitimate injury. I know there's a lot of people who we carry our tinfoil hats, but there's a reason. There's a reason why. So we want evidence, facts help us put our tinfoil hats to the side. So that injury, I could see that. That looks like that was pretty painful and could be something that absolutely could lean to a torn ligament. Again, the way it got jacked and turned and slammed, yes, we can make that make sense. That with our eyes, we can see how that would be something that would be painful and to be of an injury. So again, the whole question is this the Trey Lance era? Has the Trey Lance era officially begin? And I believe wholeheartedly that the answer is yes. How do you go back? How do you put Pandora in the box now? So this is going to be the situation. The 49ers have an opportunity to win 2 games and make it into the playoffs. Let's say the rookie, they traded multiple assets to get this guy. And he's only he started 1 game. He's played in a couple. But as of late, we have not seen Trey Lance. So all of a sudden, Trey Lance is now the quarterback. He is the starter in 2 must-win game scenarios, 1 at home and 1 on the road. I won't be surprised if potentially that Week 18 game is flexed into a Sunday Night Football game. Trey Lance as the starter going up against Matthew Stafford for a gotta-have-it, must-have win game to clinch NFL playoff spot. Could be. And so there's an opportunity right now. That Trey Lance comes in, wins these 2 games. Let's just say Jimmy Garoppolo is available to come back. And Jimmy is available to come back at the beginning of the playoffs. Let's say the 49ers get in, they make the wild card. The 49ers made the playoffs. But you have a healthy Jimmy Garoppolo and you have a Trey Lance who's just won 2 games. Gonna be interesting, man. Like there's a lot of questions, especially when it hovers around injury. So we understand when a benching occurs due to performance. They tell us X person was benched or didn't or split reps. We've seen it with Brandon Ayuk. So it's a little bit more cut and dry in that realm. But when there's injury, it makes it a little bit more muddy. So there was a conversation. Well, was this what they did last year in 2020 when they kind of put him on ice and kind of ended the year? when it looked and appeared he could play. It could be that, or it could just be the fact that it sounds like he legitimately jacked up his thumb. So if he's legitimately jacked up his thumb, then by default, the Trey Lance era begins. And so it's an interesting situation because I'm sure from a development standpoint, this is not what the 49ers wanted. Like, to put to get your quarterback again more valuable reps now in a playoff type atmosphere, in a situation where the Texans are going to come in and want to play spoilers, it's probably not what they wanted, but it's time. And based on how the year has gone, again, there's tons of people who made a case for Trey Lance to start at the beginning of the year, to start maintain the start after the Week 4 Seattle game when Jimmy got hurt and at halftime, and said it was going to be a multiple week injury and all that kind of stuff. That probably was the real last opportunity for me to feel comfortable about getting Trey Lance to start, was around the bye. And if he was able to start week 7 through week 17, I think that would be a little bit different of a situation. But we've heard it from Fred Warner. I think we've heard it from a couple players about how Trey Lance, we've heard it from Matt Mayoko about how Trey Lance, we heard it from Kyle Shanahan today, how Kyle Shanahan today said Trey Lance had his best year ever. Or not best year, best month of practice ever. Coincidentally, before Jimmy Garoppolo news came out that he has actually severely hurt his thumb. So we heard Fred Warner say that. We've heard that note and sentiment passed along to Matt Mayoko. Matt Mayoko said that on his podcast with Laura Britt. So there has been rumblings of Trey Lance doing well and playing well at practice. He's going against the first team defense. He's playing the scout team role. So there is development that can be had. There is. Although we understand that game reps are the most valuable, there are definitely valuable game reps to be had in practice, especially when you're going up against the first team defense. That's what I like the most. I don't necessarily love that he's not getting reps with the ones, because that's been something I've been complaining about since training camp. Get the boy reps with the ones. Get these offensive linemen able to be used to him. I've been saying that since training camp. If you guys have been with me that long, you know. So, however, he has been going up against very talented football players in the 49ers defense. We have good players. So I think Trey Lance is capable. And this is now the opportunity where Trey Lance takes over. And this is the opportunity where we maybe never see Jimmy Garoppolo again. Because now again, it sounds like a multiple week injury. We talked about the scenario. Does he come back for the playoffs? If he comes back for the playoffs, do we go back from, putting the rookie down, who is the future, who will be the starter next year? Do we go back and forth? You know what I'm saying? So it is going to be interesting. I do think that there is a strong opportunity for the Trey Lance era to continue. 19th we see you, Jay Tran. Hey, we're going to shout out the Sourdough Squad on the previous live when all this news dropped. We were able to go from 78 likes to over 200 likes in a pretty short amount of time. So you guys are bosses. I mean, we're at 19 now. We'll see where we're at the end. Maybe we hit 200 2 straight lives in a row. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But we appreciate you liking the video. We really, really do. So ultimately, what it comes down to is what the future holds. And I think we understand what that is. The future is about Trey Lance. It has to be. It has to be. about Trey Lance. It has to be. And so I think it's easier now to also transition to Trey Lance as opposed to maybe earlier in the year because he has more time. He has started. He has had trial by fire. Again, that Arizona game was intense. And a lot of it was on his shoulders. The way the game was called, at least that's what the feeling was. It felt like Lance took a lot of burden onto his shoulders in his first ever career start. So the hope is that he's now had about 2 months to marinate, to practice, to do that all. And there's a really strong opportunity that Trey Lance comes out against the Texans and just lights it up. Just lights it up. And at that point, there's no turning back. The only way that the Trey Lance era isn't starting now is if he comes out and has 2 poor games against the Texans and the LA Rams. And I think the base level of poor would have to be pretty bad. Because even if he performed the way he did in his first career start against the Arizona Cardinals, I think we could live with that. I think we would be okay with that. I think we understand that we'd probably beat the Texans with the way that Trey Lance played against the Arizona Cardinals his first career start. So it's going to be interesting to see. Let's see. Just reading through some of the comments. Is the Dolphins back on? We need the Dolphins to get us a dub here, guys. We need the Dolphins to get us a dub. What is the score? I want to double check right now. I wish I could just pull up the game and we could just have it sitting in the corner, just watching plays that happen here or there. I'm pulling it up on Hulu right now. I want to see what the score is. So I think they should be back from halftime at this point. So once it gets up, I'll keep my eye on it. 10-3. Yep, still 10-3. So come on, Dolphins. We need you. Let's get this dub, damn it. Let's go. We need you. Get us this damn dub. You cannot be beat by a 4th string quarterback, please. Please don't. So, again, the conversation does keep coming back to Trey Lance. We haven't talked about Trey in a while. We haven't. Because the team, for the most part, has been rolling. They have been winning games. The ugly loss against Seattle. And this was before the Titans. Game. But other than the ugly loss against Seattle and that ugly loss against the Cardinals in week 9, the 49ers have been winning games. And so I think for a good portion of that time, that's all we were worried about. Because I think we can also kind of wrap our heads around the fact that if they can't win with Jimmy right now and they all just keep touting Jimmy's our quarterback, Jimmy's our guy, and I get it. He's their leader. That's all they've ever known inside that locker room. And that's who they want to succeed with. But unfortunately, it has come to feels like an abrupt halt. Feels like I feel like Jimmy would have started. Let's look at it from that perspective. If Jimmy's healthy, I still think he starts. I really do. But now with this extra long week of practice, now Trey Lance get a long week to essentially prepare to be the starter. They're starting practice today. Typically, they don't practice until Wednesday if a game is on Sunday. So Trey Lance now has an extended opportunity to get a little bit more preparation as the starter, reps in practice, and things like that. The team has not, and this is very important, and again, I think it's part of the process of the way they've been able to kind of manage some of this news. They have not released an official injury report. So far, right now, Adam Schefter has been the one to kind of provide any information regarding the actual injury itself, at least the most accurate information. So again, our own coach, he said it was a sprained thumb. So his information is contradicting Adam Schefter or vice versa, but I get it. Like, I think it was part of the process. Is part of the process of kind of rolling out this information and doing it in a way to kind of make it not such a knee-jerk reaction. So, like I said, I do think they did kind of roll this information out pretty solidly, to be honest. So we don't have the official word. But it is absolutely trending towards Trey Lance for the foreseeable future. Because, oh gosh, Tua? See, come on, man. How are all the 49ers fans going to come up behind you, man, and like support you and gosh, sailed that thing? What are we thinking, man? What are we thinking, Tua? Don't get beat by Ian Book, my guy. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you guys are watching the camera. You saw I can't show it. But gosh, that was terrible. Come on, Tua, man. 10-3 right now with the Dolphins, man. Tua has a chipped bone in his thumb. Ooh, goat comment. Oh, wow. Tua turned the ball over. Wow. Barkley, terrible. Yeah, that was not good. It's not what we're looking for, Tua. See this. Hey, we know this feeling well, right? We know this feeling well. When you keep teams around, you let teams hang around that shouldn't be in the game. Hey, we know this feeling all too well, guys. We know this feeling. So this is what happens, man. When you let teams that don't belong hang around, that's how teams get beat. Just ask the 49ers. Goodness gracious. Oh, yeah. 2 stream in one day. I had to hit the second one because as I got off the stream, more news was breaking about the severity of the injury. Again, a lot of what we talked about in the other stream was as it was happening. And so our progression was moving along with the news and the information that was coming out. And as I got off, they dropped the news about the actual injury and like what they think it is. And it sounds severe. We've seen the video evidence. From Ian Rappaport. So it does look like it is a pretty serious injury. It looks like he banged up his thumb pretty damn good. We need the Fins to be up right now, man. We need them. They're selling on us right now. We need these Dolphins to come through, man. So I think I don't think it's ideal. So let's talk about the situation. Thumbgate. Let's talk about Thumbgate. Let's talk about what this looks like for Trey Lance. Let's look at it from a developmental standpoint, what it means. Is this ideal? Is it not ideal? And I think at the end of the day, it's really not. I don't think it's ideal. However, the fact that he has started a game this year, he has gotten game reps. He threw a touchdown against the Detroit Lions. He rushed for a touchdown against Green Bay. He got thrown into the fire for a half against Seattle, which they ultimately lost. then thrown into the fire against Arizona, and to be able to take a step back in season and then be able to reflect, to be able to, again, continue to practice, operate not necessarily with the pressure as the starter. Jimmy started to play well, play good, kind of allowed you to kind of take a step back a little bit, take kind of some of the pressure off you a little bit, and then just focus on what he needed to do to get better. So there's actually a little bit of a benefit to that, I think. I don't think the way it initially occurred was how we wanted it to happen. However, the fact that he did get some game reps early on in the year, heard a lot of the noise early on in the year. We had been through it, got the start against AZ, been through it, got hurt. He's broken his finger. He's got a knee injury. He's been hurt. So he's had like a mini little seasons. Although it's not the consistency of being able to show up week in, week out as the starter, prepare as the starter, get starting reps and get development that way, I do see a path where he is still able to learn and grow from this year. So I think we're going to see a little bit of a different Trey Lance against the Texans. I think we're going to see a little bit of a different Kyle Shanahan. I think Kyle Shanahan, one of the realizations that he had is when he's trying to implement this new scheme, let's go, sack from the Dolphins. When he's trying to implement this new scheme with Trey Lance, he admittedly said he wasn't anticipating some of the looks that he got from defenses. Essentially like, maybe wasn't ultimately prepared for that situation. So I think Kyle has learned. I think Trey has learned. I think the offense will learn too. This won't be their first time. So I think there's an opportunity for Trey Lance to actually look really pretty good against the Texans. I think he'll be fresh. I think he could provide a spark. And we could see that kind of extra gear from Trey Lance in this situation. So I'm kind of excited, man. I'm excited. I never would wish injury on anyone. So I just want to be clear about that. I want to be clear that I'm not celebrating Jimmy Garoppolo's injury. I don't think a lot of people are. I know there are people who are. But I think it is important to kind of differentiate between the two. We are not celebrating Jimmy Garoppolo's injury. Jimmy Garoppolo through this all has been class act. I think we can all agree, whatever opinion and or stance that you carry of Jimmy Garoppolo, what you think he is on or off the field, I think we can all take a step back and we can agree that Jimmy Garoppolo handled this situation from January until now with as much class as you could ask for. With what Jimmy did, handling the media scrutiny, going through the Deshaun Watson trade rumors, going through the Sam Darnold trade rumors, going through the Matthew Stafford trade rumors, they talked about Bridgewater, like they talked about so many quarterbacks to trade for to replace him. Aaron Rodgers was one of them on draft day. Then they found out a month before the draft that the 49ers traded up to number 3 and traded all the picks. We know what that means. And still came into work every single day and did his job. The teammates responded to it. You can say whatever you want. A fact is a fact. His teammates responded to him. And I think that's good. And I think it's important to know. I think it's good for Trey Lance to see. Like, I think there is a realm of reality where Trey Lance seeing Jimmy Garoppolo battle the way he has, like I said, whether you like Jimmy or not, you cannot deny the fight that man has and the heart that he has to continue to come out there every day, week in, week out, and try to prove to his teammates that he's the best quarterback for the job, and they believe that. So I will tip my cap to Jimmy Garoppolo. I will tip my cap. Again, he was, oh man, we were one game away. We were one big game away, a healthy game away from Jimmy Garoppolo having a good performance on primetime television, from being able to really rally around this team, really rally around Jimmy, first of all, for the first time all year, like we have not been able to, based on the performance. A lot of inconsistent performance this year. But if they were able to stack a win against the Bengals, that type of win that they had against the Falcons, and if they came out and handled the Tennessee Titans this week, the narratives, the conversations, immensely different. But that's not what happened. So he got hurt. It could signal the end of his time, could signal the last snap that he's ever taken. Could signal the last snap that he's ever taken for the San Francisco 49ers. However, he has been class to me. Not everyone's going to agree. A lot of people don't even care about that type of stuff, and that's okay. But for me personally, I do appreciate what Jimmy Garoppolo brought to the table for the San Francisco 49ers in a year that was very difficult for all of us as fans, as content creators. I'm sure not only you guys have gotten yelled at about the quarterback situation, I have as well. Wow. Mac Hollins, my boy. Let's go, Mac Hollins Hive. Mac Hollins, let's go. The deep shot. Let's go, Mac. Hey, I liked Mac coming out, man. He was with Philadelphia. I think he was a late round undrafted free agent guy. I don't even remember where he came from or what school. What school did he go to? But I liked Mac a little bit. I low key rooting for Mac. So whenever I see Mac Hollins make a play, looking like Kenny Stills out there with that hair, that's a catch. That's a catch. Let's go. All right, here's a better look. Here's a better look. That's a catch. I see the ball move. That's a catch. We're going to take a catch there. But back to the conversation. The storyline for Trey Lance is set. It is. It's kind of it's a little bit kind of like a storybook. This whole year has been like a movie. It's been like, again, just the last week has been like a movie. Again, going to the Falcons game, the way he's played against the Falcons, the way he played against the Titans, the tweet that was liked by the general manager. Today, the way the information was like slowly let out throughout the day about Jimmy Garoppolo, it just feels like a freaking movie. But it is what it is. It is what it is at this point. It's tough to see Jimmy go out like that. It really is because, I want this team to go to the playoffs. I want this team to go far. And it did look like with how Jimmy Garoppolo was playing against the Falcons that if we could get that consistent play from Jimmy Garoppolo, that would have been nice. I thought there was an opportunity there, but now the opportunity shifts and transfers to Trey Lance. And Trey Lance now has the opportunity of a lifetime in front of him. He has a playoff roster at the helm. He has the ability now to just completely take over. Just completely take over and make us forget that Jimmy Garoppolo has ever existed. And that is not to, I'm not saying that as a hit. What do we talk about on this channel all the time? This is a what have you done for me lately league. And what's the last thing that Jimmy Garoppolo did for the 49ers? That Titans game. And then they're going to have the ability to look and watch Trey Lance. And that's going to be their future. And that's going to be the thought process. So Trey Lance could erase, honestly, a lot of the turmoil from this year. If Trey Lance comes out and plays well, like Trey Lance has an opportunity to galvanize the entire fan base. We talk about that theory of galvanizing a locker room when Jimmy Garoppolo and doing all that. We've talked about that and how important that is to winning and success. Just like Tua and Waddle galvanized their playing time at Alabama and now have transferred that over to their performance here tonight against the Saints as Tua Tagovailoa just completes a beautiful pass and gain to Jalen Waddle. Fins up, baby. Let's go. So, but Trey Lance has something special in front of him. Trey Lance really does. Trey Lance really has an opportunity to finish this year on fire. And get the momentum back on track, because that's what we are looking for as a fan base. That's what we're looking for. Looking for momentum. Momentum, consistent games, consistent stacking of games, those types of things. That's what we're looking for. Let's go. We got Raheem Mostert tweeting about Duke Johnson and that running play that he just had. Let's go. Everyone's a Fins fan tonight. Let's go. Fins are within scoring distance. They are on the 5, it looks like, somewhere around the 5. Second down. They need to score here. Let's go, Fins. They need to score here. They are within scoring distance. Let's see what we got. I'm sorry, I'm squirreling it right now. I got one eye on the game. As we know, I'm a Dolphins fan today. Hand off to Phillip Lindsay, right up the gut, maybe a gain of 2 yards to about the 4-yard line, potentially 3-yard line. Third down. Come on, Tua. Come on, Tua. Score, please. Come on, Tua. So what I want to do right now is I just want to see if the Fins score, and based on whatever the outcome is here, then we'll get back to our conversation about Trey Lance. But I do want to see if they are going to win. Oh, jeez. Oh, gross. That was gross. Flag? Oh. Yikes. That was gross. Oh, it is sad. It is sad. Roughing the passer, let's go. It's kind of sad, but that's why we're trying to make it comical. Honestly, 100%. The fact that we have to rely on another team to get us into the playoffs, that's why we're going full bore. Like, it is sad. In reality, what this team is, what they're capable of, roughing the passer, let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, San Francisco Dolphins. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is, and so we're going to make the most of it, because at the end of the day, we just want a shot. Just give us a shot at the playoffs. Just give us a dang shot. Yeah, that roughing the passer call is kind of weak. I'm not going to lie. I kind of agree with you, Don. I think that was kind of weak. It really was. Let's go. You know the vibes of San Francisco Dolphins. We're the sister team to Miami. We have a semi-pro team, San Francisco Dolphins. No, I don't know. Oh God! At least they got 3 more tries. I'm on Hulu, so my thing's a little bit delayed. So we'll see. But gosh, we need this dub, guys. We need this dub for the SF Dolphins, please. Okay, let's go. TD. Let's go. Waddle TD. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I'm about to watch it now live, or I'm about to see it for the first time. So let's see what we got. Oh, I like that play. Ooh, that's a spicy play. Ooh, hey, Kyle, can you run that next week? That was a sick play. Oh, it was nice. What was that? It was like they motion Philip Lindsay. Philip Lindsay starts on the right. They motion it like it's almost like a pitch and or potential QB keeper, and then they hand it off to Waddle coming the opposite side. Oh, it's a pitch. Oh, Kyle, I want to see that this week. Yeah, exactly. Do that play with Lance and Debo. Woo! And you get Elijah Mitchell back. So they're very scared of the threat to the run to the outside, and then you hit him back with a little across the grain pitch action. Ooh, that was a nice play. Let's go, Dolphins. We needed that. That was dope. Okay. So let's see. I want to make a post. Oh, I want to make a post. What post should I make? I need to make a Dolphins meme post. That I love the SF Dolphins, then the Santa Clara 49ers. Nice. Okay, so we need that. Well, we're on the right track. Dolphins just scored a touchdown. That now puts them up 2 scores. So they have a 14-point lead over the Saints. We need the Saints to lose. And we need the 49ers to just win every game. It doesn't matter. Just win every game. There's a world where they can make the playoffs without that situation happening. But really could use a victory here for those guys. So we need the Dolphins to win tonight. We need them. Put Trey riding a dolphin. That would be the ultimate graphic. That would be hilarious. All right. I need to make what dolphin related post could I make? Maybe you guys could help me make a meme about the San Francisco Dolphins. Maybe we'll start with that. So, as you can see, we're at the almost hour mark. I've caught up on all the information. Dan Marino. Ooh. I'm trying to think of a meme, and we can do this together potentially as a group. Let's see. I don't know. What are some good meme formats for this situation? Let's see. I can't believe we have to rely on something with Flipper. Yeah, you're right. Let me look. Flipper. It's really easy. Basically, you just have to come up with some type of Dolphins reference and then slap a logo on it. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's see. All right. Dolphin with the Niner helmet. That would be a good one. I wish I could make it look like a tattoo. Like Flipper had like a 49ers tattoo or something. Let's see here. What can we do? The San Francisco Dolphins. Let's see. Surfing. Jumping over the Golden Gate Bridge. Ooh. Ooh, that's let's see. I don't have good Photoshop skills, but I got borderline. I don't have Photoshop skills, but I can make it work. Dolphin PNG, dolphin jumping PNG. Let's see if we can come up with something here, guys. This might be kind of funny. All right, so I kind of like the idea. First, let's start with the idea. What was it? It's a Niner jumping over the Golden Gate Bridge, right? Who put that? Where is that? Where did that go? Oh well, I saw it. I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. Okay, dolphin jumping over the Golden Gate. We might have a baseline of our first meme idea. We'll see how it comes together. Might not be that pretty. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. Now I need a good picture of the Golden Gate Bridge. Golden Gate Bridge. I'm sure this is so entertaining for you guys. Sure, this is so entertaining. It's gonna be such. Oh my god, it's gonna be so bad. This thing is gonna be so ugly. Oh jeez. All right, hold on one second. I think I want to purposefully make it ugly. Bang bang, dolphin gang. Let's go. Hey, it is what it is, man. We ride in with the Dolphins tonight. San Francisco Dolphins in the building. All right, let's see how this is gonna look. This is gonna look so bad. Okay. Like this. I want to do that. We're gonna get the background out. So far the theme that we have for the Saints punt, let's go to the moon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh god, this thing is going to be so bad. Oh, can I get a helmet? Hold on. 49ers helmet. Guys, this is going to be so bad. It's going to be so bad. At Pier 39. It's going to be so bad. Man, why are all the helmets to the right? If I can somehow figure out how to get a helmet on this dolphin, it's a wrap. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to though. All right, you guys are for sure. I'm for sure gonna show you the meme for sure. Then we'll actually get back to talking about football and stuff. But I do want to make a post. I haven't made a post on Instagram in a while, so I'm multitasking. As you guys know, I multitask all the freaking time. It is what it is, and I thank you for sticking with me and talking through making a San Francisco Dolphins meme. I don't know if the helmet is going to work out the best. Yeah, it's not. Dang it. It's not. Okay, we're going to abandon from the helmet and we're going to go to the hat. It'd probably be better if you guys could see like actually the process of me making this. Oh my goodness. It's not worth your time. But I do thank you guys for sticking around. I really do. So we'll get back into the Trey Lance conversation here in about 2 seconds. Like I said, just want to get this out. And then we'll get after it. All right. This is a terrible meme. Don't care. Layer. All right. So far, so good in regards to the Dolphins Saints game. So that's good news. We want to continue to see that the Saints not be able to catch up to the Dolphins. Obviously, we are the San Francisco Dolphins today. And so we want them to win. We want them to win. That being the Dolphins, because as we know, they help our tiebreakers in the playoff hunt. Need all that stuff going down. So I think there's one quarter left. Essentially, the third quarter is almost down, but there's one quarter left. So far, it's heading in the right direction. So we're okay. We can get back to the Trey Lance conversation. Is there anything specific that you guys wanted to talk about with the quarterback conversation? Feel free to ask any questions that you might have as well, and I'll pull those up on the screen, and we could get to talking about that for sure. Hold on, though. I'm almost done. San Francisco Dolphins. Okay. I want like a kind of cursive-y font. I want like a cursive-y font. Is that right? Yeah, that's it. Oh, guys, this is so bad. It's all good, though. I'm going to roll with it. Okay. Ooh, and we got a question. Perfect timing. So I'm going to get this thing posted, and then I'll pull it up and show you the meme that I made while we were on doing the live together. It's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Okay. Okay, I did it. I posted it. You're gonna see it. So who came up with the idea? I think it was actually Niner by Nature. I think it was actually Niner by Nature who came out with the meme idea of the dolphin jumping over the Golden Gate Bridge. So I'm going to show you the fruits of my labor while you guys kind of bared with me through the live. Again, it's terrible. It's not good. Oh, Brad, I hit you with the super chat. Oh, sorry. I was making a meme. Where? I was making a meme. I apologize. I did not see it. Oh, yeah, let's go. We see you, Luke. We see you, my boy. I hope you have a great night, Luke. Oh, I'm sure you've DM'd me. I will check my DMs. I promise. I will look. I apologize. I'm so bad at the messages right now. ask Aponte, ask Elliot. You're not the only one. So I apologize. I'll get to it. But you have a good night, and we know you're here no matter what, Luke. You're one of our day ones. We really do appreciate you, my guy. We really do appreciate you. And thank you, as always, for your continued support. Luke's that dude. He's coming out with the podcast soon, too. So I'm excited to see what that's about. But before we get into this question, we're going to look at the meme. Because actually, I think Niner by Nature is the one who gave me the idea for the meme. So let's look at it here really quickly. Where is it? So we made a meme together live. Now you didn't get to see the process of making it. However, we get to look at the fruit together, and I'll show you here on live of what the meme looks like. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad, guys. All right. let's look at the meme that we made together here on the live. All right, let me get this out the way. All right, you guys ready to see it? I know you probably really don't care, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. You're gonna see it anyways. So, hey, this is what we made. There she blows. Shout out Niner by Nature. I think he was the one who gave me the idea for the dolphin jumping over the Golden Gate Bridge. Here we go. The San Francisco Dolphins. We're ready to go. Look at it. It's so beautiful. It's so good. No, this is terrible. I don't care. I don't care. We did this together. This was our first ever YouTube meme. So we see you guys. Let's go. Our first ever YouTube meme. You guys did this. I think specifically Niner Nature who came up with the idea. Shout out you guys. The San Francisco Dolphins are in the building. This is what memes look like when we generate them on an actual live stream. So I appreciate you guys a lot for the help. I needed something. I knew I needed to post, but I didn't know what, and the chat came through. We see you guys. Specifically, shout out Niner by Nature. My guy came up with the idea, and he's got the super chat to lead us and keep us and stray us away from the shenanigans. Dude, I did this all on my phone, bro. Like you guys saw, this is the official mascot. Oh my gosh. All right, let's get to the question though. This Niners by Nature gave us not only the meme idea, but he's gonna save us from this ridiculous situation, which is our meme that we've generated. Let's go. The Frisco Fins. Ooh, I like that one. So Niner by Nature says, will Kyle run Trey into the ground like he did in Arizona? And I really do believe he won't. I hope and I pray. Again, I spent hours and hours upon hours watching Trey Lance's college tape. All 22 broadcast. It didn't matter. And when we watched it, what was my favorite thing? That Trey Lance ran pro style concepts. The fact that Trey Lance ran an offense that was similar to Kyle Shanahan at the college level in regards to the complexity of the pre-snap shifts, the play action, the bootlegs, all of it. We got a big stop by the Dolphins. I can't. Okay, hold on. I got to pull my screen down because if they catch me on here broadcasting the game, they're gonna hit me. So we don't want that. I want to pull up the game, however. Where did I put it? Oh, it's down here. Okay, so big stop by the Dolphins, right? So we needed that. So I don't think, to answer your question, I don't think he will. Again, what I was saying about the tape and what he did at North Dakota State, he knows how to run pro-style schemes. It's not like he's never done that before. It's not like he was coming out of straight spread philosophy, like the running, like he's coming out of the air raid and just like, oh, we're going to put you in now a pro style. No, it's not how it was. Trey Lance, like, ran play action, under center, boots, naked boots. Again, one of the things that Trey Lance did at North Dakota State is he called protections. So he called the protections for his offensive line. He also, they would call multiple plays in the huddle. He'd get him in the right look. He would do all that. So he's smart guy. I know. I saw the Gesicki touchdown. Gesicki. I'm a little behind. I need my Hulu to catch up to speed. Oh. First down. Gotcha. So I do think, though, Niner by nature, that I really don't. I think that's what I want to see more. Again, them utilizing the run game, utilizing the outside zone to kind of counter this hybrid power zone scheme. I want to see it, but I want to see it with Trey Lance. I don't want to see Trey Lance with this new scheme that no one knows how to run because Kyle thought it would look cute in training camp and just thinks you can bring it out after not practicing it for months and think it's going to work. I don't want to see that. I'll be bluntly honest. Like, I think Kyle's a fantastic play caller, play designer. I don't want to see that. I want to see him get back to the basics of the offense. Again, kind of why the offense started to hit on all cylinders, especially against like the Falcons. Get back to doing what you do. Trey can do that. So let him do it. Just let him do it. So I hope so. I hope that doesn't occur. I hope they don't do that again. Now, I want to see Trey Lance take off I do. I want to see Trey Lance use his legs. But I don't necessarily have to see designed Trey Lance runs. I know Trey Lance is capable and he can do it and escape out the pocket and do all that good stuff. I know he can. Just want to say Trey Area and Dick Tracy is Jimmy G's boy toy. Oh, God. Oh, I guess that's how you get one over in the chat, right? I guess that's how you have the last laugh. You submit a super chat and you just take it over. All right, I think R won that round, I guess. Unless whoever he's talking to wants to rebuttal with another super chat, you guys could fight through my super chats all you want. I'm for it. Go for it. That's funny, man. But so we got a score, right? So the Fins got a field goal. We are up 20-3. Yes, we are the Fins. Let's go. We are the Fins today. Oh, submitted another super chat. Oh, God. How am I missing these, man? I saw it, and then it went away, and then... Yes, here it is. Thank you for the super chats, Niner by Nature. Dude, you're balling right now in this chat. You've contributed to a meme. You are the reason why we have the meme that we have, and you're dropping super chats. My guy, we see you. He says, will you be making a highlight tape when Trey wins the Super Bowl? I'm making highlight tapes all off season regardless. If Trey happens to win the Super Bowl, you already know I'm making 40 edits, but I'm going to be making all kind of edits this off season. Obviously, it's one of the cool things about the channels. We get to do live and stuff like this and talk and do analysis and whatever, but I also get to make edits. I'm an editor at heart. I'm a behind the camera guy. I like to edit. I like to shoot. So that's my vibe. So of course, this off season, we are going to have a ton of content. I love the off season, man. I love the off season. The content is where we thrive in the off season. So stick around. We're going to have plenty of stuff. And especially if we can go into the playoffs, especially if the Dolphins come through, get us a W here. Let's go. All right. Well, someone on Instagram said this edit kind of good. Someone on IG said this edit kind of good. That's funny, man. So it looks like the edit's been well received. Shout out Niner by Nature. What are we? We are, I think we're like 13 minutes into the post. No, we're 12 minutes into the post. Already got 1,500 likes on Instagram. They're vibing. They're vibing with it. Let's go. They're vibing with it. That's a win for the chat right there. That's a win for the chat. We're gonna make memes more often. I've decided we're gonna make more memes as a group. This is gonna be something that we need to implement together because that worked out pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't anticipating that. Anticipating that. Oh goodness. Let's go. That was fun. Today's been a day, guys. Today has been a day. More memes? Oh, we're here for the memes. I'm a meme connoisseur, and I also love making them. So we are here for the memes. I'm also open to ideas for memes. What'd you notice by Trey Lance in person, Brad? So it is cool. I did get to see Trey Lance. He actually almost ran into me at the premiere of the Trent Williams documentary. He's definitely a laid back guy. So when I saw him like in a social setting, again, this isn't a football evaluation. This is the evaluation of the person. When I saw him in a social setting, you know, he's not a look at me guy. He's not a he wasn't loud, boisterous. Like he just seemed like a dude, one of the guys. And I think that was one of the coolest things about Trey Lance. Like he was hanging out with practice squad guys like that. Those are the guys that he rolled up with. He rolled up with I think 2 practice squad wide receivers. Again, he's 21-year-old kid. So he rolled up with some practice squad players. He rolled up. Who did he roll up? He rolled up with. No, I lied. He rolled up with Nate Sudfeld and his center all throughout training camp. It's a second string center. Why am I blanking on his name? I know his name. Jake Brendel. So Trey Lance showed up with those 2 guys. And he also hung out with a lot of the practice. Like, so my vibe of Trey Lance, like, I didn't get the sense that, like, he was this crazy, look at me guy. I think he's very content with just kind of being himself, and all that kind of stuff. He looked like he was chill. He looked like a chill ass dude. That was all what it was. And then what I've seen from Trey Lance in person, going back to I've seen him in training camp. I watched him in preseason live against the Chiefs. I watched him live against the Raiders. I watched him live against Green Bay. I think that's when I've seen Trey Lance live. So all of those things, Trey Lance is legit. Like, I'm talking about, like, there's a reason why when I was at training camp, I made up a fake quarterback competition. That's how good Trey Lance was. Like, Trey Lance was so good in training camp, the first 2 days of pads, that I literally made up in my head that there was a quarterback competition, and that Kyle Shanahan was hiding it from us. I thought that, and I believed it because that's how good Trey Lance was. I was like, oh, there's no way. There's no way that there's not a legitimate quarterback competition. Like, there's no way. This is football. Like, they told us enough with the compensation to go get Trey Lance that it's Trey Lance. But when I actually saw Trey Lance in the system balling out like at an insane rate, I was like, oh God, there's gonna be a they're just trying to build up Jimmy Garoppolo. They're trying to trade him. Like, they're trying to build, like, oh God, I was so annoying this offseason. I was so annoying. I was Mr. Tinfoil Hat. They're pulling the wool over our eyes. They're just trying to trade Jimmy. They're like, oh man. I believe my own juice a little bit. But I realized, again, it was another reminder that the NFL is political in a sense. Yep. Ian Book sacked. Let's go. Oh, he got rocked good. Woo! Oh, he got popped. Let's go, Ian. Welcome to the NFL. Ian Book's another player that I got to watch live last year at the Senior Bowl. And he's performing at about on par with what we saw from the Senior Bowl. So that's about accurate. But Trey Lance, from what I've seen, again, in person, it's hard to really have a baseline development like of where he's come, like how he's progressed. They get a touchdown? They get a touchdown? They got a touchdown! Let's go. They got a touchdown. Alvin Kamara? Oh, he's down. He's down. He's down. But I think Kamara's down. But the Saints aren't winning this game. The Saints aren't winning this game. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The Saints are winning this game. Let's keep it a buck. Barring hey, again, just being funny. At a 49ers-esque type collapse. Sorry. They should be okay. They should be okay. So, yikes. And now the Dolphins get the ball back. What do we do here, people? What do? We run the clock. That's all we care about. We run the clock. We do that. We absolutely do that. We run the clock, get the football, churn out first downs, and just milk a solid 5 to 6 minutes off this clock and get that dub. Oh, that's a first. I'm not going to lie. I don't think I've ever had anyone ask me what my Instagram was. Normally it's the other way around. Like, oh, what's your YouTube or what's your Twitter? My Instagram is the SF Niners. Same here as on YouTube. The SF Niners, pretty much anywhere. So shoot me a follow on Instagram. Absolutely. Normally I'm telling Instagram followers to follow or sub on YouTube. I like that. It's a little bit different. He said, wow, sourdough Brad. I don't think we had a name for the defense in 2019. Like, I don't think we had a name for the crew. Hey, Brad, what's your MySpace? Hey, I'm big bummed. I deleted my Gmail. I deleted my email account that had my MySpace login, so I can never get it back. Shame. It's a shame. Dude, I killed MySpace. When you could put the songs on MySpace, oh boy, I had Miguel Sure Thing on my MySpace 2 years before that song ever touched the radio. I used to be weird about music. I used to love before, because back in the day, like, now I'm gonna age myself. Like, back when hot new hip hop was a thing, back when datpiff.com was a thing, back when music was released, it didn't hit you immediately. Back then, when music hit, like, you could literally like sit on a song for 2 years before it became popular. That will never happen ever again. Like, ever. So I used to be weird. I used to be like, oh, I listened to that song first. I was on Mac Miller, Wiz Khalifa. I was slapping Drake the day one that he came out with that song and that mixtape. So let's bring him back to memory lane. Completely off top. Don't you miss that though? Don't you miss when you had to hunt through these random ass mixtapes and then you find bangers, and then like 2 years later they blow up and become mainstream. I always thought that was crazy. Like on one time when I downloaded, I think it was like a Drake Wiz Khalifa mixtape, some like collab mixtape. They had put The Weeknd on there, but it wasn't under his name. It was under like the name of the mixtape, and they had a bunch of Weeknd songs. One of them being Loft Music, and I just remember slapping The Weeknd for like 2 years, not knowing any idea who he was, and then he came out, and I was like, "Wait, I know who that is. That's this person." I don't know. Those were the days, man. Those were the days. You got old head going off on random how I used to back in my day, I used to get my music from hotnewhiphop.com and that piff. You had to actually download it and go find it. They didn't have it for you. Social media didn't tweet about it nonstop when someone dropped. I don't know what I'm doing. I've lost it. I've officially lost it. I've officially lost it. Niner wants to know how our group IG meme is doing. I'll just pull it up. We can all look at it together. So we are going to look at, so if you're just joining, we created a meme as a group on the live. So I'm just going to show, we want to see where we're at with the live likes. Let me do a little refresh. We want to see what our like. Ooh, so we are 24 minutes in. We're 24 minutes in, and we almost have 2,400 likes. That's what I'm talking about. That means this meme is loved. Great job, Niner by Nature. This meme is loved. We see it. 2,400 in 24 minutes. When we're hitting about 100 likes, what is it, a minute? I don't know. I suck at math. I'm not even gonna try. That's pretty good. That's good for the page. So that means they like it. Nice work. Nice work, everyone. Nice work. We did this together. All of us. We created this meme together. It's so terribly good. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing. Good job. Good team. Good teamwork there. Ooh, great timing. Ooh, a black Trey jersey would be fire. That would be fire. 100% would be fire. Oh, this man's spitting. Lil Wayne, Gucci Mane, Jeezy. Oh man, those, we were slapping them tough. I was like heavy into football too, so every time we were in the locker room, Lemonade by Gucci Mane, whoo, slap. We played all the Carter 3 nonstop, Carter 2, Carter 1. Jeezy was just Jeezy. He had bangers when I was in high school. Yeah, that was fun. Good times. Great times. I mean, like literally Lil Wayne. Again, I know a lot of people hate on Drake, but I was on Drake. I started slapping Drake the day like he dropped. I think it was that one song, Best I Ever Had. God, that was the anthem. That was the anthem. I think it was in that summer too. In call, Mrs. Officer by Lil Wayne. When he dropped that, oh my goodness, we went crazy. I played that song so much, man. Yep, Dedication 1 through 6. Hustler Music was one of my favorites. That was fun, man. That was good times. You guys are bringing me back, man. I'm glad I'm not. I'm glad I'm not. You know, the only old head in this chat. That's good to know. Oh, Lollipop. Lollipop was crazy. Hey, I'm not gonna lie though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was at one time I would have said Lil Wayne was the best rapper on the face of the planet. Like I just like the way he put his bars together, like he was spitting on a different level. He was spitting on a different level, but he fell off. Yo, he fell off. When he started making songs like Teach Me How to Love, Teach Me How to Love, I was like, "Oh God, it's over. It's over for Wayne. He's done. He's toast." And he was. When he started making that pop stuff, when he went from F Beezy's Get Money to Teach Me How to Love, when that was the transition, oh, you knew it was a rap. You knew it was a rap. He was never the same after that. I actually never really liked anything Wayne put out after that. Yeah, I agree. Wayne killed it in this era. Like he killed it, but he fell off hard. He did. 100%. 100% fell off. That was tough. And I think that's kind of when I started, like, honestly, like, I was really big into finding these artists. Again, we're not even talking about football at this point. I was super big into finding these artists early. And I loved watching the maturation of them. Wiz Khalifa, Mac Miller, like all these guys, J. Cole. I think J. Cole's first ever mixtape, like the day he dropped it, and have been writing with J. Cole ever since. I was like, this is one of the greatest rappers of all time. And you could hear it off his first mixtape. And so I'd love to watch the maturation. And what was disheartening was watching the guys like Lil Wayne just sell out. And I was like, oh, and just watch all these guys just sell out, change. That sucked, honestly. And I'm not gonna lie, I stopped listening to new music for a while because I was so over it. But that's a tangent for another day. All right, let's do a check on this game. Where are we at with this game? Where are we at? I have so many screens open right now. All right. Oh, yeah. This is one. San Francisco Dolphins in the building. Let's go, guys. We needed that. We needed that dub. It's not over yet. But 3 minutes left. 20-3. San Francisco Dolphins are about to kill it. Do I remember Mac Dre? I have actually quoted Mac Dre twice in the last 2 days. I forget what someone said. I was like, someone said something about my job or something, doing something. I was like, that's not my job. I don't do that. I'm a pimp / podcaster. I thought you knew that. So I've actually used that line twice in 2 days. So Mac Dre, R.I.P. the Furley Ghost. Yes, we love Mac Dre around here. Mac Dre was on the up too. Mac Dre was about to make some fire music. Like he just found a sound that was about to go mainstream. Man, that was a tough one. Like Get Stupid, like Since 84 is my favorite Mac Dre song of all time. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. Since 84 is like that to me was like that was going like Mac Dre, that sound that he found, especially with Since 84 and kind of where his music was evolving to, dude, he was about to blow up. R.I.P. R.I.P. Furl, man. Mafioso, great song. E40, yes. Selly Cell. It's funny, dude. Selsky. I don't know if you guys know who Selsky is. He follows me. E40 follows me. Pilo follows me. Selsky follows me. I Am Sue follows me. Pretty much the whole HBK gang follows me. It's wild, man. I grew up with the HBK gang back in 2010 when they first started. Before Sage blew up, before Pilo blew up. before any of those, before Kaylani blew up, before G-Eazy blew up. Like, man, that was fun. Dude, I think low key, like the 2010, I don't know, like that kind of couple years there, like so many good artists came through. So many. Some stuck, some are still here. Again, that was still peak. That was peak Kanye. That was peak Kanye. That was peak. That was Drake. We're getting Drake on the scene. That was peak Lil Wayne. We still had Jay-Z putting out spitting bars. Like that was a good time. If you liked rap music, not everyone likes rap music, and that's okay. But if you liked rap music, that window, that was fun, man. I like this. Oh, and the Finns get a pick. INT, game's over. Wrap it up. Let's go. Let's go. The San Francisco Dolphins are in this. San Francisco Dolphins are in this. Let's go. Oh, you're bringing out Baby Bash and Shaggy? I think Baby Bash follows me too. So random. So random. So random. So yep. That's it. Looks like 49ers got a gift. Now, okay, let's set the stage. All right. I'm going to call this a W. I'm just going to call this a W. This is a win. The Dolphins have won. They are going to beat the Saints. And that is huge. That is huge for the San Francisco 49ers. Now, it doesn't mean they're out of the woods. It doesn't mean that the 49ers are somehow magically in the playoffs. That's not how it works. This was for break glass in case of three-way tie. That's what this was. In case there was a three-way tie, we needed this to occur. Now, this is huge because if we still tie with Philly, we then still hold the tiebreaker. That's why this is huge. If we, like, let's say we split and Philly splits and we have the same record, it doesn't matter. We're going to be the seed ahead of them and we're both getting into the playoffs. So the reason why this was huge is because if there was a three-way tie, that game that we beat the Philadelphia Eagles in week 2 did not matter. So now this is big. Now we have a little bit of breathing room. Now we can kind of take a deep breath, understanding that Trey Lance, a rookie quarterback, is going to be starting against the Texans. Now there's a little sense of relief, a little sense of wiggle room so that, okay, the now Saints are going to be one game behind. We needed that to curve any three-way tiebreaker because we knew if there's a three-way tiebreaker, there's a potential chance that the 49ers get bounced. And that was what we've been all concerned about. So now this is big. This is big. This is going to give a little bit less stress, I think. You know, a little bit kind of take a deep breath, let your hair down a little bit. And, okay. Like, we can still control our own destiny a little bit. We needed that to happen. So now we're back kind of in the driver's seat. So that's good. So that's why this game was so huge. That's why we've changed our logo. That's why we have made memes calling ourselves the San Francisco 49ers. Or I'm sorry, the San Francisco Dolphins. Like, we needed this game. We needed it. And so we got it. That's huge. It's doubly huge now because we're about to have a rookie starting a must-win game in December against a Texas team who's playing pretty well. So all the way the chips are stacking, the way everything is aligning is starting to look good and starting to favor the 49ers a little bit. So that is good. That is great. That is fantastic. That is good to know. So now it's going to be very fun to watch to see how they kind of operate against the Texans. What kind of scheme are we going to see? What kind of scheme? Are we going to see Arizona Trey Lance scheme? Or are we going to see a little bit of a matured, evolved scheme that fits more of kind of what we were doing against these last couple weeks, last couple months since the 49ers have been successful and started to develop an offensive identity. So that's the hope. That's the hope. I want to see Trey Lance under center. I want to see play action. I want to see shock. I want to see it all. I don't want to see this like hodgepodge, like weird offense that we've never seen before. I want to see an offense that somewhat resembles what we've done successfully. I would just like to see how it looks differently with Trey Lance. Seems fair, right? Seems fair. So we're going to see. Keep running the ball 100%. And on top of that, guess what? We get Elijah Mitchell back. Huge. Elijah Mitchell, Jeff Wilson. We get both those guys back, can get back to running the football. This could be good. It could be good. It could be good. Heading into the playoffs to get Trey Lance this experience at this time, even with the crazy season that he's had, he can still learn and he can still come up to speed. Can do it. So it's going to be really exciting to see. So again, huge W tonight. Hey, we are the San Francisco Dolphins tonight. It's okay. Say it loud and clear. If you guys want to, go ahead and screenshot this. If you want to screenshot this meme, go for it. Share it. You feel free to tag me. Feel free to not tag me. Doesn't matter. If you want to share it, San Francisco Dolphins, after that victory, we did it. And we created this meme in this chat. So without this chat, we don't have this meme. So this is our meme. We're about to, should we just make it a group chat NFT? And should we sell it to someone? And then we'll distribute the wealth amongst the chat. Yeah, let's go. Congrats to the Dolphins. We absolutely needed that. Now the 49ers can focus on the Texans. So that's what we're going to start looking at. Well, I'll probably talk about the Tennessee Titans game. We're going to talk about the Tennessee Titans game probably tomorrow. Stuff like that. But we'll get to that at a later time. And do all that good stuff. So I'm just excited with that win. San Francisco Dolphins, guys, we got one. I'm happy. I'm proud. Thank you to the chat. Chat, the vibes have been immaculate today. It's my second live. I think I'm like pushing like 4 or 5 hours worth of lives today, which is insane. But that is the grind. It's not even a grind. We're having fun. This is fun. This is fun, right? This is what we do it for. It's for football. It's for stuff like this. Stuff like this. So Dolphins get the win. That helps our playoff chances. Trey Lance is starting against the Texans. Likely, not confirmed, not official. However, based on the momentum of the news, it does appear that we are headed in that direction. So it very well could be Trey Lance starting against the dang Texans. Fins up, baby. We did it. Sourdough Squad times whatever. We got a million names at this point. San Francisco Dolphins, the Sourdough Squad. It doesn't matter. Whatever you call us, at the end of the day, we're like yeast because we rise. Let's go. I appreciate you guys. This has been fun. We're going to have more lives the rest of the week. We got plenty of time to have some lives this week. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Of course, we're going to be doing more lives. We're going to be following more practice update, all that type of stuff. We're going to peek at the Titans. We're going to peek at the Texans. We're going to talk about them both. And of course, we're going to be talking about Trey Lance nonstop. So you know the vibes. Appreciate you guys as always. Sourdough Squad is undefeated. You guys are the best. We got a Victory Monday. That's right. That's right. Hey, Victory Monday. Let's go. The SF Dolphins. We're going to own that. Appreciate you guys. I will see you guys